It's me, Renee. I'm back, and I'm not really quite sure what book to read next. So I'm going to try a chapter tag video. It's not really a tag. Well, it's tagish, but yeah. So yeah, if in case you didn't know, you probably do, but in case you don't know, you take a couple of books. You read one chapter from each book. The first chapter, kind of obvious, it's the beginning, and then you kind of decide afterwards which book you want to continue with. And also, it might also be like if you like two or three equally, you can kind of randomly start one of them and then read the other one next. So it's also a way of like having your soon TBR made. And yeah, so I just kind of wanted to tell you that. Yeah, I want to show you the books, and then I'll be back after I read the chapters. So first we have Margot Mertz takes it down by Harry McCroshan and Ian McMurphy. So this has been described as Moxie meets Veronica Marsh. I love Veronica Marsh, and Moxie is good. And yeah, so this is a YA contemporary set in high school, and it's all about Margot, Margot. Is Margot British and Margot American? Or do you switch both? I'm not sure. Anyway, this protagonist, she's in high school in the United States, and she decides to she decides to start holding men and boys accountable for the sexist things they do. And yeah, it's actually one of the anticipated reads of this year. So me actually reading it this year would be good. Then we have The Air Affair by Heather Cox and Jessica Morgan. This actually came out last year, if I'm not mistaken, I think. Yeah. It's a sequel to The Royal We. And it's a adult contemporary love story between British prince and American student and their trials and tribulations. And I really enjoyed the first one, which I just read 2 years ago. And yeah, I'm thinking I might be in the mood for a romance. I did just read a romance, but I think I might read more because I'm kind of in the mood for more of that. But again, maybe not. I have a bit of a what's the word? A bit of a mix of books in the mix. A mix in the mix. Yeah. Then we have A Witch in Time by Constance Snails. So this is all about. Okay, so it's about. I'm pretty sure it's one witch throughout many millennia. When it's a family witches. Okay, it takes place over many years. 1895, 1932, 1970, and 2012. Yeah, it says at the back, 4 lives, 1 woman, a star-crossed love. Though, yeah, I'm still a bit unsure if it's reincarnation or if it's a witch that's immortal or what. But yeah, I love witches, and yeah. Then we have Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Tusakusu Kagaguchi. Sorry. It's a Japanese kind of short story, but it's not a short story. It's about time traveling, and you can only time travel before your coffee gets cold, so it has to be quick time travel. And yeah, I kind of want to pick this one up, so we'll see if I enjoy it, and I'll pick it up now, maybe. And then we have a third time travel. Okay, so the reason why I have three time travel books on here. Actually, I read one time travel book last week. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't really what I was looking for. And it's been a book I've been wanting to read for many years. So now I kind of want to read a good time travel book, and I have a few on my TBR. So hoping all of these can work. We have A Thief in Time by Sydney Swanson. Book 1, so it's a person series. I'm pretty sure it's not indie, no, but it's just it's a short book. It's he can't stay, she can't let me go. So at the back, it's just blurbs. But yeah, it's time travel and thieves. So yeah. It's also, what's the word again? It is adult time travel. So there might be some steaminess. So that's fun. And yeah, so I'll read the beginning and then I'll come back to you. And I'll see you soon. Bye. It's me, Renee, and I'm back. So I decided which book I'm gonna finish. Well, finish, continue, well, both really. Also, I did end up. I tried these, and I also had this one, but I actually didn't start this because spoiler alert. I'm just gonna give you an answer, but yeah, this was so good. I'm just gonna continue on this one. I have my answer from it. But yeah, these other books like A Witch in Time. Honestly, of course, yeah, the concept intrigues me. Why else would I buy it? But the writing style was just clunky. It kind of felt like something, I don't know, an 8-year-old would write in class. Like when I was in class, when I was 8, we would sometimes get assignments like you have to write a story about Halloween or story about something, just kind of to use your language and yeah. And it was like supposed to be minimum 5 pages, etc., etc. Of course, I wrote 40 pages and all that, but yeah. And then, like, I suppose I can say what I did, but I do know that some of my classmates they might have written like, "My name is Sarah, and I'm 11 years old. I live in Bergen, and I live with my mom and my dad and my sister." And yeah, I suppose that's fine when you're 8 because you don't really know anything better, you don't want to do better, I don't know. But when you're an adult and you publish something, I don't need all the details in one paragraph. I don't need your name, the place where you are, and the date and everything. It's just, I don't know. I think part of why I really enjoy sometimes actually is in book, it's kind of like mystery. Like you don't know what's going on. Like even if it's not a direct mystery of like who done it, it's still like stuff that you don't really know in here. And like I end up reading the first chapter. I finished the first chapter amazingly, but I did. But I'm not finishing it at all because by the first chapter we kind of know everything. I suppose we can't know everything because then the rest of the pages are just redundant. But like it kind of felt like we knew everything, and also like there wasn't really a mystery to it that much, really. At least not if you read the back. And also the writing style was just so clunky, so clunky. I have no interest in the rest of this, no interest at all. I don't know. I suppose in a way it kind of reads like a Hallmark movie, which I think, at least to me, Hallmark movies can be charming to watch, but it's not really something I like to read. I like to read better stuff. So yeah, no. And yeah, I'm definitely unhauling it. This is my unhauling alert. And then I tried this one before the coffee gets cold. This was kind of the same thing, really. The writing style was fine. It wasn't that buttering, the writing style, but it's more like you got so many information so soon. It's like I don't need to know all this in one paragraph. Like space it out over one chapter or over a few pages. But like you got so much information. Like why would I care that you work a lot and that you blah 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 blah? I mean, show me, don't tell me. This was just so much telling. And yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful cover. And I love this idea of this concept of this book. But nah, nah. So yeah, unrolling as well. And now this next one, A Thief in Time. So at first I was first an adult, and then I started reading. Oh wait, it's a YA time travel. So cool. I mistaken that. But yeah, this also it gives you a lot of information. Like all these books, weird, but they're not similar. Well, they're similar in some ways, but like they all have the same issue of giving you way too much information in way too few sentences. Like, I don't need to know your age, your happiness, your location, and everything in one sentence. Like, space it out. It just, I don't know, it just kind of feels like, it feels like kind of like a report, like someone writing down. This person is so tall and so happy, he works there and there. It just feels so filtered and doesn't feel real, and yeah. So yeah, though funnily enough, even though this bothers me, this one I think might be the one that I might actually try. I kind of think I might give this a second chance. So I'm not on holding it now. Uh, but at least, yeah, I'm not gonna finish it right now. So yeah, and yeah, I suppose in a way, the Air Affair is a sequel to a book I loved, so I'm already familiar with the writing style, familiar with the characters, and yes, sometimes sequels are bad, but so far in one chapter into this book, it's just so enjoyable. So yeah, at least in the beginning of this book, it's just so good. So yeah, happy. I have a great choice of a book here, really. And yeah, as I said, I didn't read this because I was just so enamored by this. But I'm thinking I'm probably gonna pick this one up after that one, or I might do that anyway. And yeah, and I'll talk to you later when I've finished all this book, or I might do it. But anyway, now you know what book I'm reading next. Well, what book I'm reading next at home. Of course, I do have a book in my purse. That's a different book. That's a historical romance, and yeah, I'm enjoying that one very much. So yeah, I mean, this is my at-home book, not my commute book. So yeah, and I'll see you soon. Bye.